Hey y'all, it's me, Brittany, aka Be the Creator, BKA Be the Brand, and I am coming in today to talk weight loss, mental health, and all that fun stuff. So let's get into it. I'm also recording a podcast for the first time, so we're gonna see how that goes as well. So I got my iPad here. I currently weigh, it's kind of like another check-in. So we're going to do this as another check-in. So I weighed myself this morning and I am still at 271.5. By now I had really wanted to be at, what month are we in? June? So I was kind of expecting to be like 60 pounds lighter by now if I rewind back to January, my thought process and all of that fun stuff. And I have come to realize through journaling that my body is literally keeping this weight on. It will not budge. It went down. The lowest I got this year so far was 263, and then it came right back up. So I'm coming to realize that my metabolism is really slow, and the more research that I'm doing, the more I am realizing that has come from yo-yo dieting over the past like 10 years, and also stress. I am under a lot of stress, and I'm at the point where I feel like it's being internalized and it's being held on to through my body fat. My body is just not releasing this weight. It almost like refuses. I was at a point where I am at a point where I am working out at least 3 to 5 times a week. I've been watching what I was eating for the past 14 days. I have been doing intermittent fasting with eating every 2 hours, and that my weight didn't do anything. Like it literally, it's like at a halt at this point. And I am just coming to that realization that all the stress that I'm under, like I feel like I'm fine and I'm not panicking, but I think I have really pushed that down so much to where now my body is like carrying a load of that stress. So I feel fine on the outside, but internally I am in complete and utter shambles. So I haven't seen my therapist in about 2 months due to financial issues, which is going to be really transparent today. So I've been having a lot of ups and downs. I don't know why I feel like I'm getting emotional. What is that? I got up this morning, did my face, as you guys can see. I did my makeup because I was like, okay, it's Monday. For the past like couple months, Mondays have been my rest day in a sense. I have literally been staying in bed and I was like, I'm going to get the hell up today and try to be productive, record some YouTube videos, reboot and rebuild my website, and try to figure all of this out. But yeah, I still this morning felt like I just wanted to stay in the bed. I dropped my daughter off to summer camp and I really just wanted to come back and just go to sleep. But I kind of stopped myself from doing that. And then I also, this is like my second cup of coffee. I don't know. I just feel like it's a lot. So my best friend was here as well for like the past week. She was here. We were supposed to record. We didn't do anything. My mood was just a hot mess the whole time she was here. I'm very unplugged, so I kind of realized that, yeah, I may be in another depressive episode, because I literally, like, from the time she got here, I was, like, so unplugged. Some days we probably didn't even talk, and we were, like, right here. I just didn't want to be, not necessarily not bothered, but I was in a real funk because I have so much on my plate right now. I am, like I said, we're going to be transparent, behind on, I don't know why I'm getting so emotional. Geesh, maybe I need to do some more, I don't know, whatever. I don't want to mess up my cute makeup because it's cute. So we're not going to cry. Oh. We're going to just cut that part out. But there's a lot going on. Financially, emotionally. Dang, what the heck? Because I look cute, so I didn't want to. Excuse me for my vanity. Stupid, whatever. But yeah, like I said, there's just a lot. I don't even know if I can get through this. Yeah, so there's a lot going on. A lot that a lot of entrepreneurs probably don't. Jeez, let me drink some water and breathe, because grief is held in the lungs, so you have to breathe through any terrible situation that's going on. I wouldn't say terrible, because there has been a lot of blessings that came out of this. A lot of lessons that I need to learn, that I've realized that I've been repeating a lot of vicious cycles since 2008. Through journaling, there has been a lot. I've realized that I am literally in this vicious cycle when it comes to financial stability, when it comes to weight loss, weight gain, maintaining my home. Once I got out of my marriage, everything that I tried to bury kind of came up to rear its ugly head. A lot of times I thought it was the marriage that was the issue, but I am coming to the realization that I was the issue. I had a lot of unresolved traumas that I didn't deal with, and now my like, how to bring this back to weight loss, my body is just not releasing the traumas. It's not releasing the stress. It is literally hoarding it in, because no matter what kind of diet I've been doing, nothing is working. And I'm realizing it's more internal than it is external. Even eating right, like I cut my calories down to like 1,300 calories a day, still no weight loss. Increased calories, I was eating like 25 to 3,000 calories a day. No weight loss, no weight gain. And so now I'm like, this is definitely an internal battle. Which is why it's time for like a complete reset. I thought I did an overhaul, but the shadow work ain't for the weak. I've been doing a lot of self-work. And still some things that I am literally just now discovering, especially when it comes to just stability. I like being stable, but then it's almost as if I sabotage. Whenever it gets to a point where I feel like I'm getting stable, I'm in the clear, things are really looking up, I do something to completely sabotage that. And yeah, so I'm coming to that realization that all of this, I have to take accountability for. I have been I don't know how to word it, but basically I've been the master of my own faith. Everything that I'm dealing with now is a direct result of what I either did or didn't do. And that's okay. I gotta deal with that. It's a lot of lessons that are being learned, especially financially. I have never, I don't know how to word it, but I have been the master of my own faith. Everything that I'm dealing with now is a direct result of what I either did or didn't do. And that's okay. I gotta deal with that. It's a lot of lessons that are being learned, especially financially. I have never, I don't know how to word it, this is the first time in my entire existence that I've had to 100% depend on myself. Like, all my bills are behind. Like I said earlier, everything's behind. Trying to catch up. Like you all may know, I did completely jump. I left my job, the most stable job I had, I left first, which was the bank job. But like I said, I was going to become complacent at that job, but I probably should have stayed just a little longer to catch up on my bills, to save, because I literally jumped in debt. Like, I was in the midst of trying to become financially stable when I completely quit everything. So I jumped with no cushion whatsoever, and I hit the pavement hard as hell. And that in itself is a lesson as well. I wouldn't suggest it for anybody. Do not jump without a safety net, because I jumped completely without a safety net, and that has cost me a lot. It's cost me a lot, and I have to literally uproot everything, relay a foundation first before I can start even building my house again. So I'm in the process now of uprooting. Uprooting literally everything, everything I've known, everything I was used to. I'm literally having to uproot everything, with no help. I mean, I have a select amount of friends that are helpful, but this is a journey that I definitely have to do on my own. I know, if you want to travel far, travel alone. I mean, what is it? If you want to travel fast, travel alone. But if you want to go far, you may want to have some people with you. But this is not the season for that. I have to do it alone. I'm open to help, of course, but I have to reap what I sowed. And that's fine too. So, like I said, it's been very, very difficult. I have been contemplating going back to work. Even though I don't feel like I want to work for somebody, it's not necessarily what I want anymore, because I didn't lay a solid foundation to have that ability to say what I want to do and what I don't want to do. So there has been a lot of hard ass lessons. Like, financially, I will never allow myself to be this low again. Once I crawl myself out of this hole that I dug, and it's a ditch, it's a deep ditch. But once I crawl myself up out of this, I will never allow myself to do this again. It's not fun, it's not easy, but it is definitely necessary, because it's, like I said, a ditch that I dug. And I'm just basically reaping exactly what I sowed. Spending too quickly. I had a huge impulsive issue. Talking to my therapist though about that, I realized that came from my manic episodes, to where it was almost like a stress reliever to be able to go and just spend money that I didn't have to spend, because I literally sacrificed my bills to spend money that I didn't have to spend. Impulsively buying stuff, going to window shop and wind up purchasing things that I had no business, because I needed some type of relief. So it was either eat myself happy or shop myself happy, which both of them were terrible to do. I realized that recently, within the past, 2 months of doing a lot of self-reflecting and a lot of looking at what I was eating and how I was eating, I realized that I am very impulsive when it comes to eating. And I eat when I am upset to try to fill that void, and it doesn't work at all. It's always a fail, and now I've eaten 3,000 calories, and yeah, it's just a vicious cycle. And I've realized I've been doing this cycle for literally the past 10 years plus. It's a coping mechanism, if you will. Uh, so, so yeah, I've realized that. I gotta stop saying so much, but yeah, this has been a really rocky road for me, and I have a lot of work to do, but I am very thankful for the lessons. And I think that's kind of it. I didn't want to make this too long because I do got to go back and do editing and all that fun stuff. But I just wanted to come in and kind of not reintroduce myself, but kind of show a very transparent side of entrepreneurship. It can get very, very hard when you don't have a financial support system, when you don't have a mental health support system. When you're in it alone and doing it alone, it is very difficult. And not many have walked in these shoes, which is why I kind of get aggravated when some people tell me, oh, just do this, just do that. And I'm like, you don't know what this is to tell me what to do in it. So with that being said, yeah, these shoes are very difficult to walk in. I would definitely not suggest anyone just jumping without the cushion, because that's what a lot of entrepreneurs do not talk about, especially the very successful ones. I have yet to see them go in detail about when it was hard, when you failed, because technically I've failed many of times. I'm having to readjust, like with my business, Be the Creator. I don't know what direction I want to take that in right now. It was basically when I was creating websites, content creation, social media marketing, and all that fun stuff. I feel like now, looking back, hindsight, I was offering too much. And I'm not sure if I even feel like continuing that business, to be completely transparent, because I just don't feel like it. But if I was to get a clientele, I feel like that will probably motivate me, but it's not something that I love to do. Now, when it comes to the slime laboratory, that has been posing a lot of issues as well for me. I'm thinking about the long term of it. It's definitely a lot to take in opening the storefront. I did have a part where I was feeling like I probably shouldn't have did that, but then again, I wouldn't be where I am with that business if I didn't. So I am happy that I actually got the storefront open. I'm not sure I am sure. I know exactly where I want the company to go, but I feel like the more it grows, the more I want to position myself to not have to work as much within it. So I'm trying to position myself now within my business. The slime laboratory is my main business. I'm trying to see where I want to take Be the Brand, Be the Creator, which direction I want to take that in, because to be completely honest, I just don't know. I'm at a point I don't know. Like recording. So I don't know if it even got any of that on video, but we got it on the podcast, so that's a good thing. But anyways, like I was saying, now I'm going to pull back on going so hard. Well, actually, I'm going to change things up. I was thinking about trying to maybe not go back to CrossFit just yet, because that's very expensive. I just cannot afford that right now. It's like $130 a month. So I was thinking about either, I hate the purple gym, but I am thinking about going to join it because the price, $10 or $15 a month, you can't really beat that, because I need to incorporate lifting again. I've been doing cardio and a lot of aerobic type workouts since January. When I started with Grow with Joe, I've been doing a lot of at-home cardio. Nothing has been too intense when it comes to the weights, but I feel like it's time to go back to the weights, because, you know, the more muscle mass you have helps decrease the fat. So yeah, strength training is something that I really want to get back into. Today I'm going to go through and formulate a workout plan. As far as eating, I'm not necessarily going to count too many calories, but more focus on the quality of food that I'm eating, preparing more meals at home and all of that fun stuff. I'm gonna be hustling up to catch up on everything this week when it comes financially. Of course, y'all know I do Instacart on the side, but for the first time, like I was saying before, for the first time ever, like every job that I've been interviewing for, I have not gotten, and I'm not used to that. I'm used to always getting the job. So I don't know if there's a universe saying you ain't going back to work, whether you want to or not. I don't know. It has been very stressful though. I just have to say that. It has definitely been very, very, very stressful. But I'm still here. And yeah, that's kind of like it for me. I kind of want to come in, check in, let you guys know how everything was going. Weight loss check-in, like I said, nothing has moved when it comes to the scale. It's just not. My body is just holding on to everything for dear life. I think I've slowed my metabolism because of these yo-yo diets. I got a lot of work to do. So let me get off of here and get to work. And I will talk to y'all later.